Hi, Jennifer. Hi, Vanessa. So nice to be speaking to you both.
You too.
Hi.
I just want to first say that I watched the film and I loved it. It's been a while since I saw a rom-com that really tugged at me and also made me want to travel again in a post-pandemic era. So thank you both for that. Jennifer, I want to start with you. This is not your first time that a book of yours is adapted into film. Are you used to that idea? Is it still a little surreal for you?
It's still completely surreal. I actually can't believe this has happened twice. This is not something that happened very quickly. The first book that was adapted last year, Hello, Goodbye, and Everything in Between, came out in 2015, and this book came out in 2012. So
Yeah.
it was a long time, a long road from page to screen. And I just am still pinching myself that this has happened twice, and feel also incredibly fortunate to have loved both. And this one especially, this has been the book of my heart. This movie, I could not be more thrilled about. I love it more than I can say. And so it's just been a wonderful experience.
Yeah. And Vanessa, was there a particular aspect about this project that really made you want to be part of it? Like what initially drew you towards it? Was it the story, the people?
Um, it was partly the timing with which I was sent it, because it was during the middle of the pandemic, and it was just so heartwarming and so joyful, and it really genuinely felt like good medicine to me. So I felt like it was an important film to tell at a time when sort of collectively everyone's just feeling a bit edgy. But I also love the kind of themes in it. I love that it's not so much about that first moment, even though it is, and it takes place over 24 hours. It's also explores what it is to sort of be vulnerable to love, and how love also equals an aspect of loss, and that there's beginnings and endings in that. And I think all of that really spoke to me. And it's about familial relationships too, which I'm always
Mhm.
drawn to.
Yeah, I noticed that too. About like, also parents and different kind of parenting. I noticed that theme for sure. I also want to get into with both of you the narration, because that's the one thing that I loved about this movie was the really unique aspect that Jameela Jamal had in this film. And Jennifer, I know there's no narrator in the book, right? So what was it like for you to see this narration come to life on screen in a very unique way?
I mean, I'm the narrator of the book, and
Right.
I joked to Jamila when we met that she's the narrator of the movie, and I think the movie got an upgrade. But I love it. This was all Katie Lovejoy, the screenwriter, and it was her idea right from when she read the book. She thought that this would really elevate it and make it feel kind of more cinematic, and really draw out the whimsical elements of the book that deal with fate and chance and timing and serendipity and all these big themes. And I just love it. I think it's so clever, and Jamila is so perfect for it. And it's a really, really wonderful device.
Yeah, and Vanessa, from a directing perspective, it looks like it might have been a lot of fun to film these various scenes. Can you walk us through how that was?
I mean, it was no more filming than ordinary, but
Yeah,
she's so witty and brilliant and has this amazing presence. So it was extremely fun. She's
yeah.
just, and all of her takes, they were all like
It must have been
hilarious.
hard to choose which ones to use.
Yeah, definitely,
And
definitely.
Vanessa, also directing wise, working with Haley and Ben, the chemistry they have on screen is so palpable. Did you notice that right away on set?
Um, I noticed it right away in the chemistry read. We did one on Zoom, and it was so palpable. And Haley Lou felt that too, because she was already on board, and we messaged each other straight afterwards, and we're like, oh my God, it's him. It's so great between them. Everyone
Yeah.
felt it. It was really obvious. Yeah.
Yeah, I also want to ask you about, the scene on the plane. It really felt intimate. It really felt like a real plane ride. Uh, any early ideas of how you were gonna how do those scenes? Like, did it come out how you wanted it to come out? The characters that you spent so much time writing about.
I mean, they're just both so wonderful. They're so warm, and there's a subtlety to both of them and the ways they approach these characters. And I've been living with Hadley and Oliver for a very long time, and now that I've seen the two of them in the roles, I can't imagine anybody else. They capture the heart of the people that I came up with so many years ago. And I couldn't be more thrilled. And also, I mean, you know, Rob Delaney as the dad, I was such a huge fan of
Yeah.
his, and Sally Phillips and Dexter Fletcher. And obviously we talked about Jameela, the whole cast. I really feel like we won the lottery with this cast. They're just all fantastic.
Definitely. Well, thank you both so much for your time. Everyone's going to be able to watch Love at First Sight on Netflix September 15th.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for tuning in to Popternative. Make sure to check out our past episodes of Popternative on YouTube.
This has been an Autograph Communications production.